The typical AI chat experience is something that I think is pretty lacking right now, and I think we're getting ready to see a change as people move towards artifacts. So this blog post kind of walks through some of the ideas there. Uh, Basically, let's just jump right into a demo. Here is an example experience. Let's say I'm a real estate agent and I'm trying to put together an email for a client based on a listing. All right, so in a typical experience, the agent comes back. Maybe there's some tool requests and responses. The agent comes back and just talks about stuff. Now, at some point, it's picked out the listing, it's picked out an email template, but I don't know where those are. I don't know any information about the listing and stuff. If the UI has it, I can dig around in here and maybe figure it out. But this, I'm not really doing work yet. I'm hoping that this thing is going to get to a point where I can do work. All right, so let's ask it to go ahead to pull together the draft email. Again, kind of crossing my fingers hoping that it works. And we see that it does have an email put together. This is kind of what I would expect. Again, I hope it's referring to the correct information. But like, what the heck am I going to do with this? If I want to actually email this thing, I guess I'm going to like copy this out, paste it in my email client. It's annoying, right? And what's more, like, check this out. I've got problems. I'm gonna have to make another version. I'm gonna say, oh, I forgot to tell you, my name is his name is Tim Searcy, and my company is Arcturus Real Estate. All right, so this thing finally generates what I want, but it doesn't really do everything I want. Like let's say I'm going to update the template. If the template was a thing, then it should be able to say, okay, I've updated that for you. Here you go. But instead, it's going to say, well, I can't quite do that for you. Can you provide your name? All right, we'll follow it and see what it tries to do. And it's either going to update the email, which there's nothing to update, or it's going to say I can't deal with the template. All right, it's updated the email. I'm going to say no, the template. All right, what's it going to do? It's your turn, AI. All right, it's going to pull the template again. I see that you want to modify it. Would you like me to make your request to update the template as follows? Sure. I know for a fact that it has no capacity to do this. All right, since I don't have a direct function to modify the template, okay, so this is annoying. I've got one piece of work I really need, the email, and I've got a template that is a byproduct I wanted to modify. The email's scattered somewhere above in the different versions, and the template is not changed at all. All right, let's make this smarter. It's easy. All you have to do is delete the word dumb in the URL. With artifacts, we're going to take use of this right panel. Basically, instead of just having a conversation and letting the answers scroll by, we're going to actually work on something. The assistant is aware of this panel to the right and can direct our attention there. So I'm going to put together this email. It says, cool, I'm going to pull the listing, pull the email, and now it has these references that we can use to see the exact same thing that the assistant is seeing. This makes it a lot easier for me to understand, and actually it makes it a lot easier for the assistant to understand as well. All right, so let's see if we can actually get more work done. Can you pull the email template and draft a new email? Same workflow as last time. All right, we have perspective. There's a template. Here's our email. I guess I could have just as easily clicked over here when it made it. We obviously have the same problem. That's put in there intentionally. So let's go ahead and fix it. His name is Tim. My name is Arcturus. All right, poof. The artifact is changed. The thing that we're working on is isolated in its own window, and it's much easier to deal with. Let's go and give it a curveball too. Update the template to use my company name and my name, John Berryman. Oh, and as a matter, let's see. Let's hope that I did notice that. Okay, it realized that it could update my name here, so I've got a working email now. And hopefully, nope. Get that template. All right, we'll see if it's going to be smart. I'm hoping that it's going to work on this and not change the buyer name. It still needs to be a template. Would you like me to update the template to include your name? Yes, please. You gotta be nice to these things. That's the secret. All right, good. It's still a template, still got the buyer name there, and includes my name as I wanted it. All right, this is great. Now imagine if this was a more developed out app instead of just a demo. This wouldn't be JSON. It would be some interactive scrolling panel of pictures, an interactive map, maybe some scheduling functionality built right into the artifact. The template email could also be nice. This email, the actual email I want to send, it's going to have a box right here at the bottom that says send, and it's going to send to Tim because it'll look up his artifact, his contact information, and it'll just send it away. So going forward, I think this is going to be a much more standard approach to dealing with agent interactions. You have to work on something. And if we flip back over to the blog, I even list there are several places where artifacts are appearing. Most notably is Anthropic artifacts. OpenAI Canvas followed soon after. But these are kind of demos of their product, their thinking. They're not something that you'd actually get work done with. But there are companies like Cursor and like Hex that are actually integrating this thinking into their product so that you're not just chit-chatting with your assistant, you're actually getting work done. So take a look at my blog. If you'd like, you can even interact with the app yourself. I've got both of these apps up and available. And yeah, I would love to hear more about your experiences and your thoughts going forward in this brave new world that we're approaching. Thanks.